and welcome back. So it is Valentine's Day, so it's February the 14th, and I have a haul video for you today because I was quite aware when I did my accounts and looking at all the stuff I've been sort of like sourcing and the fact that my figures are down, that I don't source enough, and I'd stopped going further afield because I'm so used to like sourcing in my own little space. And what I used to do is I used to go to like so many different areas of Manchester, you know, and near where my parents were, and source. And I've stopped doing that. So yesterday I went out and sourced. So three different areas that I used to go to on quite a regular basis. Not as good as it used to be. It's probably why I stopped doing it, because it's like a lot of legwork and then you go and it's disappointing. So from one area that I went to, which has Mind, Cats Protection, Cancer Research, Sea Rider, Oxfam, Bernardo's, RSPCA. So there's 7 places. I bought one thing because it's so overpriced. So I have got that jigsaw, which is just for me and Jason to do because he likes doing these jigsaws. I like doing these Jan Van Hasteren ones. They don't sell. So although it's for like reselling, I'll only get about £10 for that. We like doing jigsaws. And then the rest of the stuff which I've got is from the other 2 areas I went to. Most of it is from one area, which is actually within walking distance. So even when I don't have the car, because I had the car yesterday, because obviously I've done a stock take and pulled out a lot of the crap. So I took that to the charity shop to drop it off. So most of this stuff is from one specific place, which is walking distance from here, and I need to start going every 2 weeks because it is decent, and they have put their prices up in some of these things. And I spent 50 quid in one charity shop, which I used to like not spend so much in, because they used to just be like £1 charity shop, and then when they started upping their prices I stopped going. And then I really did give myself a bit of a head wobble yesterday, because I was thinking about this and I was thinking, actually, that's really stupid, because some of this stuff is decent and things, you know, prices go up. So let's just go in there and get some stuff. These are actually for me. They probably won't fit me. However, I am losing weight. I know that it doesn't look like it, because I'm just losing weight based on what I'm doing at work, but I'm due on my period in like a day or so, and I'm a lot thinner at the moment than I have been. I mean, I know it doesn't look like it, but I put my jeans on yesterday and they were baggy. So I used to have a really nice pair of Pepe jeans, so I will sell these if I don't end up fitting in them, but I have got these. So these were £4. I just really liked the cut when I used to wear Pepe jeans back in the like 90s and early 2000s, because they do have this sort of, you know, like stripe, a vertical stripe, which I really like, and they are really flattering. I don't know if I'm going to fit in them or not. I'm more like a 32 waist. They say 30 waist, and so that probably is like more like a size 10. But we will see. So that was from this place that I haven't been to for a while. Yeah, everything's at the bottom because they're a cash only place, but they have now got like a sum up card reader. So hence that's why I spent 50 quid in there yesterday, which I haven't done in ages. So the place I ended up donating the first place I went to with my bag of donations, I actually got this. This was the first thing I found, and I flick through these dresses and I couldn't believe it when I found this. So this is 100% linen, sort of like pinafore dress. These cross over, which is why it all looks a bit weird. That is at the side. I need to, I don't know if I need to launder this or not, or if it is all right. I think I will wash it. I've got a whole load of light stuff which I do need to wash. There's just something, I just feel like it might be a bit grubby in places because obviously it's like an oatmeal colour, but some of it just feels like it's dirty. So toast, I paid £4 for this. I never find toast, I so rarely find toast. I went and I had in my head yesterday I was going to find cabbages and roses, which of course didn't happen. And Margaret Howell, neither of which I found. Where the hell do they put their size label with toast? This is the trouble when you don't find something on a regular basis. Oh, it's a size 12. Right, size 12, 100% linen. Really pleased to find that. I mean, technically, when the weather changes, I should be able to get like 60 for that. So that's a good thing. That's going in the wash. So the second area that I went to, I got this for £2. This was on the reduced rail. They had some very nice stuff, but I'm not going to pay £10 for sea salt. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not happy to do it. Yeah, so Oliver Bonus. I don't normally buy Oliver Bonus, but this is like a rainbow, you know, leopard. So that's all right. Is this dirty? Who knows? This is my big problem. I don't know if things are dirty or not, or if my eyes are deceiving me, because I spent a lot of time yesterday staring at these two things here. So these two t-shirts were in one charity shop and I stood there for ages because I was like, this is All Saints. I know the sort of people who like All Saints. I mean, they're good buyers because they will pay decent money for this. So skull head on that one. This is also All Saints, and this has got a big motif of the world. I just feel like, yeah, so there was bad lighting in that place and I was right to be hesitant because they've got massive pit stains. I know the clientele. So I paid $3.50 for each of these, and that's what put me off. Because I just knew, because I was sort of standing there in this light, and I just knew that they would have pit stains, but I could not see them in there. And I mean, they looked very ivory white in there, but I'm not sure if they are really white. I'm trying to look at something else that is white. I've got Budweiser here. So they are white. I've got a job lot of books there that's supposed to go out. Right, so they're going in the wash. It's quite late in the day, but I did need to look at this in daylight, and I'm sort of gearing up to do a white wash. I spent a good like hour and a half this morning cleaning the oven because I'd put it off. Naughty me. Oven is a disgrace. So I've had the glass off and I tried to clean that, so it took ages, and then I've hoovered and everything's just been housework this morning, so it feels like I've wasted today even though I've achieved a load. So I should get £20 I think for each of those t-shirts, even if I say they've got pit stains, but I'm going to now, like, I don't know whether to do the orange juice, lemon juice on them, or just spray them, because it's just so hard to get it's just so hard to get pit stains out. It's impossible. Right, I've got this. This was sort of like, this was on the floor off a hanger. It looked a bit weird at the time, but obviously it's just because it's got a dipped back hem. But I think that one is quite a decent print. So this is just Next, but it's William Morris at Next. I've got a William Morris thing from Next which hasn't sold, so I was a bit reluctant, but then it is summery, so yeah, we can take the risk on that. It's not a risk. I have a jumper here, which is Reese. There's a few jumpers, but some of them were like at the £10 mark. This is the thing. This is why I don't do this to myself, because I just think I've paid for parking. I've come here and you're presenting me with stuff that's £10 to £15. So I'm just getting annoyed, because why should I pay for parking or a tram ticket for this chaos? So I think this one was a reasonable price. I've already put these on my spreadsheet, so I do know that I spent about 80 quid yesterday. But it is just cotton. Matthewson, just a cotton, but it's nice and textured. I think that this one was 4. I don't know. I mean, I know I wouldn't have paid 5 for Reese. It's very hard when you work in a charity shop that prices things well. This I've paid £1 for. That was again where I bought those the All Saints t-shirts. So I got that because that's under the stories, and their blouses, sometimes they do quite well. I don't expect to get any more than £20 for that though, but £1 is good. This I've overpaid for, but I've sort of like thought I must like start wobbling my head, because a lot of people down south pay up for things. So naturally, because of the print on this, I thought there's no harm in paying up on this. And it is also a size 16. Yeah, size 16. It's Hobbs. It's 100% linen. It's got a built-in belt. We're coming into that season, so I should be able to get £30 for this. You see, this is where it gives me anxiety, but I just think you can't do anything. You know, it's got flamingos on it, but I'll do well. It's linen. It's the right time to be picking that up, but I have paid £7. That was in a Bernardo's. It's not like me at all. I would have like screamed and walked away from that previously. There was a lot of other stuff in there that probably was sort of like, might get that, but all their prices were a bit dumb. I have got a lot of Joe Brown's. Joe Brown's is very easy to pick up in Manchester because it's part of JD Williams and their factory's nearby, so they send all their stuff to these charity shops. God, how much did I pay for this one? These are all big sizes. So this one is actually a UK 30. So this is a big one. The trouble is that a lot of the time they get dumped with the dresses, because obviously it's a big size and people just assume that it's a dress, even though it's a top for a larger woman. So yeah, Joe Brown's. This one cost me £4. Yeah, and I mean, I don't think I can go wrong because it's a size 30. I've got a top at the moment, which is Joe Brown's, which is listed, and it's had absolutely loads of interest, and it's only been listed for a few days. So I know that I can get 30 for that. The one that I've got, I've listed for 30 with the intention of getting 25. So I know that my money's safe. So in light of that, I'm going to show you these other ones, which I've got here. So as I said, we get a lot of Joe Brown's because it's part of JD Williams. So I have bought another 3 of these ones being new with tags. Again, I think people mistake these though as dresses. So these were £8. So that's one of them. I think it's like a size 24, 22. So 22 for that. And this one I think is nice, the nicest. I'm probably going to try and get these photographed and put on today. Just because this is unheard of for me to put money into this. So this one is, you have to look on the care label for the size. Right, this one is size 24. It is definitely a top, isn't it? It's not. It is a top because it's a top for a larger woman. It's just on me. It is a dress, but I don't. I honestly don't think that it is a dress for some. Yeah. So Jo Browns. I did quite like that one. And then I got this one. So I paid £8 a piece for these. So I'm going to make myself get these listed today, because they are woolen as well. So it would do, somebody will want these for now because they are like a woolen thing, because obviously it's this season that we're coming out of. I think this one's 22 as well. No, that one's size 24. This one's a bit glittery as well in the thread, but you can't see that. But yeah, these are very Jo Brownsy, asymmetrical. I'll probably put them on the male mannequin. I know that sounds bad, but my male mannequin is slightly bigger than my female mannequin, which is only a half mannequin. But it'll do them a favour if I put them on them. So that's what I'm aiming to do today, is get those ones photographed. It seems to have stopped jacking with rain because the light was awful earlier. But it seems to have got a bit better now, so I can actually like get some photos done by the looks of things. Got some more laundries and I've got to work through that. Yeah, £8 is not like me, and I was going to leave them, and then I just thought, I know that I can get £30 for these, so what's wrong with me sinking £8 into this? Because I will get 30. I may even get 35 because they're new with tags. Tempted to put them on for 35. Don't know if that's the right thing to do. Right, I have a Woolovers jumper here, just a little touch of cashmere in here, and the rest is merino wool. So 80% merino wool, 20% cashmere. This I've paid £3. No, yeah, £4. Woolovers, size small, no holes in it from what I can see, so that's a good buy. Happy with that. This is fabulous. It seems to be a bit screwed up now. It's sat in the storage box for a little bit. So this one's actually been worn by some celebrities. I know that because I obviously with Ted Baker, you can always find the name on it. Is this called like the Kimsey or something or other? So I looked that up, and there's some celebrities wearing it. I have no idea who these celebrities are, but apparently they're celebrities. But I saw this, paid £5 for this, but I just thought, yeah, this is a good idea because we're going into wedding season. It's got roses, it's got a little bit of an underskirt, so this is good. You know, even though it's only a size 10, this one will go because it's the right time of year. Ted Baker. I'm hoping to get the £60 region for it. I don't think that's unrealistic because I think other people have done that, so I'm really pleased with that. And that is the rest of the stuff which I have, which isn't really that much for the fact that I spent 80 quid because I'm so used to spending less. But because I've been listing things and I've been doing 5 a day and I've been scheduling, I very quickly got through my backlog. Obviously I've still got Lego to do and I've still got Lego models to make and fiddle-ass around with that, but I was like, oh my god, I need to get some more clothing in. This I've paid £5 for, so that's folk. You can always do well with folk. I don't think that this is women's. It just says size 3 on it, which is really unhelpful because when you go on their website, it doesn't really like help you work out whether it's men's or women's. It was in the menswear section, so we can only assume that that's what it is. But yeah, I always like finding folk. It's not something that happens so much these days. It's just cotton, just a cotton basic shirt. Hopefully I can get 30 for that. Where are we putting that? Let's put that with the men's because we've got to get the male mannequin out for that. This, I think this one was 3, no, maybe 4. So I don't necessarily pick up jigsaw anymore, but this is a striped, you know, nautical dress. It's springtime, spring going into summer. Jigsaw, size large apparently, and it should have pockets because of what it is. Pockets. Yeah, I should better get 25 for that. So that's a good buy. I'm hoping that you think that I've been like sensible here. Again, we're going into the summer months, so I paid £4 for these. And these are All Saints shorts. Can't go wrong with that. Why are they turned up? These definitely need to go in the washing machine. Yeah, there's probably like somebody's beach sand in this. I shouldn't be undoing it. But do I really want it to go into my washing machine? Not especially. Right, I'm just going to chuck that back in there because that needs... No, there's some stuff that's washed in there. Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to wave them around anymore because I've just unfurled the turn up. Yeah, so just a pair of All Saints shorts. That should be an easy 20 to 25. And because stripes are always popular in the summer months, I bought this for £3. Why is it so fuffled? Yeah, so just a basic little Boobarella top, whistles with the knot in a really stupid place. I think this is probably very small as well. It just says one. Right, so yeah, it's just a small top. £3 is fine for that. That'll be it'll be like a 25. No, what am I saying? A £20 to maybe like 15 on a bad day. Probably more like 15. That's what I find is that a lot of the prices have car crashed. And then I've got this shirt, which is the final thing which I have picked up. Again, this is Joe Brown's, but this is 3XL. And obviously people will be thinking about going on holidays and getting drunk and being Larry, and they need this shirt for that. So yeah, Joe Brown's is technically new with tags, but it's cut. So I'll probably keep that on, but I don't really know what that means because it's not a tag for anything that I've ever seen. Metcon. Don't know. Maybe it'll come off. I don't know. Yeah, so that's everything I've got. This is really nice print. It's really nice and crispy. And yeah, happy with what I've got. Yeah, I had to sort of overcome the concept that it's just like, yes, you are spending more than you normally spend on clothing, but you do need to keep up the momentum with your listing. And all of this is profitable, even the stuff which I've paid like £8 for, £7 for. A lot of the stuff I've walked away from, but I know that I've made some sensible choices there. And I've left behind the choices that I've made, the stuff I've left behind is also sensible. But I should be able to flip this decently in the spring, summer months. It's more like summer months with a lot of it. So yeah, I might have to wait, but I do need to be sensible. So hopefully you all agree that I've done the right thing by, you know, actually like getting myself back out there, because I need to like sort out my eBay figures. Yeah, so I'm going to start processing some of this now, and I will see you again soon. I have been ordering also. I've been buying some job lots of Lego, so I've got that on the cards. And I think I've done quite well with organising my room. I've actually got a space now in front of the radiator in my storage room, so I know that I have achieved a fair amount in the last month or so with regards to getting myself organised. So the process continues, and this is part of the process. So thank you for watching. Thank you to new subscribers. And this is Ziggy, Sigmund, and this one is Siobhan. So I'll be back again soon. Happy Valentine's Day and goodbye.